I'm Tom,
And I'm Aaron.
and welcome to Ace Trainers, the one-stop shop for trainers, breeders, leaders, and tamers.
We talk anything and everything Pokemon, and welcome all trainers of all classes.
Unless you're a super nerd.
They are the worst.
Each episode, we break down a topic chosen by us or the community and give our own voice to the Pokemon world.
If you're a fan of all things Pokemon, you'll definitely find your place here.
We're the Ace Trainers,
Hey, hi,
hello,
and welcome to the Ace Trainers podcast.
the podcast for everyone except super nerds.
Fuck them all.
They're just scum.
Yeah.
At this
disgusting.
point, no one cares,
I don't. I just don't want them around me.
except everyone but them.
Yeah. Well, they think that they're the best, but in reality, the cold hard light of reality.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Elon Musk can never come on the show.
Ah.
He's definitely a super nerd.
He is, but I wouldn't. He might bring money, and a lot of it.
Mr. Beast can come. He has money.
He's got Crohn's disease.
Anyway, I'm Tom.
I'm Aaron.
And we are the Ace Trainers. For this little episode, we're doing another top 5. It's
We're
been a
doing
while.
it. We're doing a
Episode 19, as we know it.
goodness. We're of legal age now.
Weren't we last episode?
Yeah, but you give it that year just to.
Marinade.
Yeah. You
Weird.
let them learn some stuff, and then you.
Talking of scummy, we're talking about the top 5 evil teams today. We're bringing 5 each, and we get to compare who we think is the best villain.
Yeah,
It's going to be fun.
I think some surprises will happen today.
You think?
I think so.
I'm excited to find out.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what yours
Okay.
are, because I feel like your opinion on bad guys are low.
Okay.
I feel like you're a good-hearted man.
Okay, so I'm readying up my my protective gloves so I don't cut myself on your
Okay,
edge,
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
also going to get my rose-tinted goggles ready because I
Okay.
feel like that's going to come into play at some
Okay,
point.
okay.
But first, let's play Polarizing Pokemon.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to give
Polarize
you 2
them.
Pokemon, and you're going to tell me what percentage of each would prefer. People in general would prefer
Yeah,
to
yeah.
another.
I think so.
Let's just do an example. Okay,
Let's-
so number 1 is Slack Off. Number 2, Shinx.
Oh, Shinx.
Oh, I reckon.
I think Shinx is a good little lion cub boy, isn't he?
How many people do you think would prefer him? It's a high number, I bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a good 74%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That feels like a safe bet.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought you were going to go for like 90.
No. I feel so. Some people do like
Slack Off's
slack
okay.
off. Yeah, I don't mind slack off.
Okay, next up we got Rillaboom and Wartortle. Oh,
Wartortle would win that, I reckon.
you reckon?
Yeah, I think a Wartortle would have a solid 69%.
He's got
Nice.
a great design.
He does. The Gen
Wartortle's
2
one of the best middle evolutions
Yeah,
out there
I
for
think-
starters.
Yeah, I think all 3 of the starter Pokemon from the first game, top tier middle design wise. I think.
They are. Ivysaur's like peak
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Peak is really good. That's the best that it gets in that line.
yeah. No, Bulbasaur's better. What's wrong with you? You make
No,
me sick.
I like Ivysaur more. Ivysaur's just a bigger Bulbasaur. It's just
Okay.
cooler. Lastly, we got Makuhita and Flamigo. 2 fighting types.
I don't want
It's
to give
fighting
any of these.
fine.
I don't.
Yeah, it is.
I
Yeah.
don't want to give either of these a score. I feel like.
Makuhita is so good.
Yeah, I feel
love-
like he would win by probably 100%.
Okay.
I don't think anyone who likes Flamigo.
Is picking it
It's just
over
like-
Makuhita.
Yeah.
If given the choice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what? I just was polarizing, but yeah, I'm going to go for
I
it.
feel like
Makuhita's peak. I love
it's
Makuhita.
just a flamingo.
Yeah.
That's all
Apparently
that
it's a
that
boxing
is.
glove, according to you. I still
Well,
don't
no,
see
the
it.
design is a boxing glove. It does look like a boxing glove, but it is just ugly. I can see what they tried to do and it just didn't.
It failed. Yeah.
Miserable looking.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you, talking about
Ooh.
fighting type Pokemon. Ooh. do you have the virtual console versions of Gen 1 and Gen 2
Yeah.
on a DS?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to call on you at some point then. Because I fucked up when I was buying games before the eShop shut.
No.
And then I realised that if I want to play through the Pokemon games and do the trade evolutions, I can't do that because I don't have a second console with the games on them.
Wow.
So I screwed the pooch
power
on that one.
You did definitely screw.
Yeah, I screwed up. So, yeah, at some point, what I'm planning on doing, this could be interesting, it could be horrible. I'm going to try and maybe Nuzlocke, but if not, just play through all the Pokemon games from Gen 1 all the way up with
No.
only fighting type Pokemon.
Okay.
I'm going
I
to call
feel-
my guy KO.
Okay.
It's his like code name. Like no one knows what his real name is. His name's KO because he knocks you out, son. Which means if I really want him a champ in Gen 1, I need to trade it. Otherwise, there's no point in having it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I like fighting types, and I was like, good challenge. Good challenge.
Okay, I'm interested. Is this only to impress Miss Dendra? I feel like it is.
Definitely. At the end, I'll be like, look at these guys I brought with me. They're all fighting
look at these
types.
fellas. Look at these men. And they're like...
Just a big man with four arms. Yeah.
No, why would you say that?
I don't know. KO
Surrounded by
might be a
fucking-
female. We haven't decided yet. KO could be a girl character. Who knows?
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like if it's to impress a girl,
Might as well be a girl.
might as well do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know,
What's
That's
more
cool.
impressive than another girl?
well, nothing.
No.
If I was a girl, I think I'd be a lesbian.
Yeah. Could be. Anyway, should we talk about our top 5?
Yeah. Let's get into this. Like I said, I feel like I want to be impressed by your bad guy.
Okay.
By your bad guy score. First of all, I want to ask a question straight off the bat. Who's
Okay.
your least favourite?
Oh, I actually did write that down because I thought we would get to that maybe at the end, but
Oh,
we'll get
okay.
to it now. Team Flare, 100%.
Oh,
the
see, mine's
worst.
Team Yell because they're not a bad team.
No, they're not overly.
They are shit.
They're just like
It would go Team
loud
Yell
and
and then Team Flare.
Team Flare just were bad in every way. Like they didn't do anything.
anything.
They were shit Team Rocket. They were like, oh, we
Yeah.
just want money and beauty in the world, and that's it. And like, they just wore shit outfits. Like their whole plot in the game made no sense. Like
Yeah, they
I
were
think
like, I
Team
just
Flare
wanna-
were the weakest. Of
He was
them.
like, I want to destroy everything.
yeah.
I want to kill Pokemon.
At least Team Yell had a kind of reason for being. Like Team Yell, what the hell? No, Team Flare. What were they doing?
I don't know. Well, they had an end mission, I suppose.
What,
But-
but it's just so dumb.
I just feel like Team Yell were just not even... They weren't even a bad team. They were just hanging out. They were just with Marnie, like...
X and Y always
Oh, yeah.
has like a little soft spot for me because I think X and Y, I liked the generation, and like, yeah, I know you didn't like it, but that storyline was terrible.
Yeah,
It was so
It's a
bad.
bad game.
I like the aesthetic, I like the cities, I like I like the decks, I like the region. I just don't like.
There's something about X and Y that just
It just didn't
rustles
sit well.
my... No, it's something about it. It's a very low point in this. I would probably rate it lower than Black and White.
Black and White are good, man. Black
Yeah,
and
I
White
think
are
I like
high.
getting back to Black and White. I like playing it not that long ago.
Do you want to know
I was
my
like, do you know what?
controversial opinion?
Oh.
I think Gen 4 was one of the worst gens. Genuinely.
I don't think that's that controversial, if I'm honest. Kaylee doesn't like Gen 4 very much.
BDSP just highlighted why it was so bad. Platinum was good. I'll give them that. Platinum
Yeah,
was better,
I
but
think
Gen
Platinum
4
was the ultimate version of that game.
I didn't like the Sinnoh region very much.
I think on a replay now,
Mm.
it's not. It's a very long game,
Yeah, it is.
but it is a. I like Diamond and Pearl a lot,
Okay.
but we'll
Anyway.
get into that later.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is my number 5 is actually Team Aqua.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You separated them out,
yeah, because they're two different teams.
but they are the same.
No,
team.
they're not. And here's why.
Okay,
let me
tell me
get
about
into why, Thomas.
Okay, go on.
Right. So I put they are the better of the two teams.
Okay.
Right. Mainly because they are just the cooler team. Archie is a sexy pirate himbo.
Okay.
In
He's not a
Aura.
himbo.
He fucking is a himbo. How
Right,
dare
hold
you?
on. Let's get the himbo chart out
Come
right
on.
now. Let's talk about
Let
it.
me get you a picture of Archie. Archie.
Okay, I'm going to Google himbo again.
You don't have a himbo is a state of mind, Tom.
No, it's not. Himbo is the mixture between a hunk, a jock, and I don't know.
You're telling me that's not a himbo? Man's jacked. Man's got a wicked costume
Oh, sorry.
on.
You have to be beefy, kind, and stupid. He's
Ah.
okay. Hold on. He's not even kind in the slightest.
He is kind. He's
What?
like...
Tell me one kind thing he did in the whole show, in the whole series, in the whole game, whatever.
He wants
was
to look
beefy,
after
yes.
Kyogre.
Stupid,
He wants...
incredibly stupid.
It makes
he wants
more sense
to
for there to be...
abuse Kyogre.
It
to
makes
use
more
his-
sense, though,
Okay.
to be more water than there does the land.
Okay, but that doesn't make you kind.
Yeah, but it makes it better than the other fucking idiot.
Alright, okay, sorry. If you are just beefy and stupid, you're a jock. So he's a jock.
I think he's a himbo.
Okay,
Mainly because
well,
look at that.
He didn't do one kind
Look at
thing
this.
ever. So,
I think, well, you don't know if he's never done a kind thing.
but
Just
you're
in
not
the game.
You're not a kind person.
Oh, yeah, but then again, if you're going up against Team Magma, he does do some kind of things for you. He does help you out.
Okay, right, the logic's there.
Yeah, it is. He's
Right.
a himbo, Tom.
But then you can't ignore the fact that he was also a villain once, so I don't think he
Yeah, all of
qualifies.
these guys are
They
villains.
cancel each other out. Like,
Well, Kronk's a villain. And
Kronk's not a villain.
Kronk's he's like one of the
Kronk is
main
not-
villains. You cannot say this.
He's not a villain.
You're wrong. You're fucked in the head.
Do you know who is a himbo, though? George of the Jungle.
Yes, he is a himbo.
Brendan Fraser's George of the Jungle.
He definitely is.
Real, true himbo
Yeah.
energy. Anyway, yeah, so
Anyway,
right, give
yeah.
me more reasons about Aqua then. Why Aqua
All
so
the
great?
rest. So he's a sexy pirate who wants to kill all of the ground, which is cool because I feel like the ocean is, better than the ground.
This guy
He's a
watched
pirate.
Avatar The Way of Water
No, I
once.
didn't,
and went,
didn't even see it. I don't even like Avatar. This whole gang is like, he's like, do you know what? We're all sexy pirates,
Okay.
and they all are. They've got that big, sexy pirate.
Oh,
Better than
Matt's a himbo, alright.
Yeah, not fucking stupid, fucking magma office administrator, fucking Hitler, fucking team.
Okay.
None of them are hot in that team.
Oh, there's that one.
No, there's not that one.
No?
You're thinking that she is, but there
The
isn't that
psycho one.
one. Oh, right. They're not just hot because they're psycho, Tom, but then again, that graph does...
So anyway, more about Team Aqua.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Because for a Team 5 at the bottom of the... I don't like I don't like Archie's design in original game.
No.
He's not as cool.
No, not
But then
nearly
he
as cool.
ramps up like...
Very cool. I like his mega anchor, or whatever it is that he has.
You're a
It's
mega
like his
anchor.
mega stone is like in an anchor or something.
Is it? Oh, it is. It's in his little bit. And in his pendulum, I was going to say, in his pendant.
Mm.
Very cool man. I
Very
like Archie, and I like his whole vibe. I like the fact that he's a pirate. I like the fact that he's like, fuck land. Fucking hate land. Get me
Yeah.
my whale. And then...
Give me my way.
Yeah, and then he just fucks shit up. So
Okay.
that's why I like Team Aqua, and that is my number 5.
Very
What
nice.
is your number 5?
My number 5 is Team Rocket.
Oh,
Team Rocket.
what can you say?
They are just a bit generic. Bit
Yeah,
boring. I think during the time they came out, pretty cool.
Mm.
But as time's gone on and as more like quality teams have showed up with bigger reasons for existing,
yeah.
just a criminal organization,
See, I've
just money. That's all they want. They just want money. That's all they do.
Yeah,
Profiting
see,
from
I've got-
Pokemon items.
got them on my list,
Okay.
and I said that I feel like
Roasted goggles.
I feel like you fight more Team Rocket grunts than you fight any other grunt in any other game. I feel like they're more of a horde than they are.
Someone fact check that one. But
Yeah, I just feel
I
like
don't
they.
know. You might
Yeah,
be
I
right.
feel like
Who
there's
knows?
more of them than there are any other grunt.
In Silph Cove. There's a fuck ton.
But then
Yeah.
maybe that's because they're in it for 2 games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
maybe
true.
that might be
Okay.
why I feel like
If you include
that,
the
but-
remakes, there's a lot more.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're fine. I think I actually genuinely thought I just think they're a bit boring in the grand scheme of things now. When you think about it now.
yeah, no,
They're
they were
they
the
are
base
just money.
model, weren't they?
They're just money. They're like the mafia.
Yeah, I feel like that sets them apart though, is that they're a bit more
But I
mafia-y.
kind of wish that they did more like this
Well, I
again,
mean-
like simple. Just kept it simple. They're always like a huge, big
Yeah.
story. Like Team Flare was stupid because they went way too big with
But
it.
then you think like Giovanni is like he's like a gym leader, he's like a mob boss. I guess it's like a little bit different than everything else, but
Mm.
I can see.
Yeah, Giovanni was cool, but and I don't think he is all Team Rocket. Like his gym leader doesn't really affect Team Rocket because Team Rocket aren't the gym trainers in the gym.
No,
Like,
yeah, true. It'd be cool if they were.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'd be very obvious. It's like a shady organization. If like the league go check out Giovanni and there's like a ton of rockets in there.
Yeah,
like,
true.
hanging out.
Yeah.
I like that it wasn't actually. But yeah, I don't know. I like the simplicity of them. I just think compared to the giants that that
Yeah, there are more.
coming
There
up.
are teams that are.
they have
better.
more reason for it being. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So
True.
yeah, number 5 for me is Team Rocket.
Lovely.
What's number 4, bro?
Okay, number 4 for
It's
me
number 4.
is the. It's actually the Aether Foundation for me.
I didn't even consider them an evil team.
Did you not?
When I looked on the Bulbapedia article of evil teams, they didn't even show up.
Oh,
Because
there
I
they
suppose
are.
Faber was the only real evil person on.
What? And the mum?
Oh, Lusamine. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Okay.
They were like I thought that they were the main. But anyway, I put them in because I like the backstory for them. The mum going all mad because she's there like my husband is in a portal somewhere, you know. I like the ruse that they were trying. That they were like, we're trying to help Pokemon, but really they were just capturing them and experimenting on them. And there's that one where there's a Pokemon trapped in the ice that they're doing experiments on. That's kind of fucked up. And I also like the one, like, there's the lady in that team, which is like Velma, and she's very hot as well. Very hatchy-matchy, 10 out of 10 design. And then she gives you the shitty B-Tech Arceus Pokemon.
He's so good.
He is.
Like Nolan Silvally. They're so cool. I love them.
You would.
Right, okay, so feet. What I'm going to say... They're pretty weird. What feet are they?
I don't know.
It's a Pokemon's feet. What Pokemon is that?
Griffin-looking motherfucker.
What Pokemon's feet are they?
I don't know.
I can't remember now.
Oh, hang on. I'm typing that the wrong bit.
So, okay, I don't want to shit on you. And I don't mean to. I think you have to keep a level head now and just talk to me like a person.
Okay.
I don't think they're an evil team.
But they are. It comes up as an evil team.
What did I just say about level-headed, alright?
This isn't level-headed. I think you...
Right, just listen to what I'm saying. Okay. Much like how you said Giovanni is like the bad guy, but he doesn't speak for all of... How we just said like he doesn't speak for all of Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Especially with his gym. Aether Foundation are good people who are run by corrupt people. Yeah, because they're still around at the end of the game. They didn't disband. They're still there doing conservation on Pokemon and helping them out on the Aether Paradise.
Okay.
Afterward, like even after Faber's been like kicked out and like Lusamine got sent away to Kanto with Lily, like they still carry on. Wick, who is the Velma lady, is a good person.
See, when I googled bad team, like all the bad teams, they came up.
Let me look at what I looked at. I can't remember what I even looked up now. Pokemon evil teams? Yeah, right. I put in evil teams. Villainous team in Bulbapedia.
Yeah.
Core series. Team Rocket.
Type of villains. The Aether Foundation are the main antagonistic faction of the 2016 3DS Pokemon game, Sun and Moon. That's what I got.
Does it have anything else to say about it, or... Does it go on?
It says here in Reddit, the Aether Foundation are the true bad guys. Guzma will overcome his past because they help you. Team Skull help you beat. They're both villainous teams, but I feel like I found that they, because they were the main antagonistic force of that game. That's what made them
And this isn't me saying you're wrong, and I'm not arguing against everything you're saying. I'm just saying that I think Lusamine and Faber are the baddies, and the Aether Foundation were just kind of roped into it by them. Maybe they were fed lies about you, and like when you went to go save them, they were like, "These people are here to try and cause harm." And then the Aether Foundation were like, "Okay, we'll stop them."
Tell us what you think.
Yeah, I'd be interested. I'm just looking at, because I see Team Galactic, I see Team Plasma. Team Flare, then it goes straight to Team Skull, and that's it. It moves on to Team Yell after that. Well, Team Rainbow Rocket, who I just didn't count as an extra team. That's in Bulbapedia. Like, I didn't even consider them because they weren't on here, but they could be. Because
they're also working with Team Skull.
Sure, but again, they're not like... I think
it's a grey area.
Yes. There are the people there that are good, that are just literally trying to help Pokemon. Like Wick, who is the Velma lady, is not a baddie in any way. She's always been good. Like, but she was part of that team. So, like, it's like... Is it like the Bowser thing? Like, just because you're a bad guy, it doesn't mean you're a bad guy. You know?
Wreck-It Ralph, preach. Yeah. No, yeah, so that's what,
Okay.
That's what I thought, because I thought they were a pretty... They were the bad guys in the game, I guess. Is what I was like. That's them. But they're being the bad guys.
That's it.
That's why I put that
into my number 4.
Oh, go on then.
My number 4 is Team Skull.
Oh,
I really like Team Skull. I think they're awesome.
See, they're also on my list too.
Oh. What I've said about them is they're misfits mostly, who society pretty much created because they were kind of shunned by the people.
Yeah,
like they're the kind of people that, like, when you just see like a bad kid. Who just, like, people treat as a bad kid, so they're like, oh, well, I guess I'm a bad kid, and then they act more like
Yeah.
It's like, it feels like that. Like, Guzma had like a bad time. He was treated like not very well
Yeah.
by people, and it made him like, he has like a lot of backstory in the games about like his parents not being like
very nice to
him, and him always being like second place to people, and like there's all this stuff, and like it's almost like you can see the creation of this like group of little misfits who just want to feel like they belong.
Yeah.
So I really like that, and they've just got this really nice aesthetic. I really like the design. I think
like
really cool.
Yeah, I like the whole vibe that they got going on.
I love Guzma as well. Like, they are bad guys, obviously bad guys, but like they're sympathetic bad guys to me.
The reason why I put them on my list was that they're bad guys, but they're not like bad in the sense where like they're trying to blow up the ocean or fucking, they're just trying to kill God. They're just literally being bad guys because they're just being bad guys.
They're like Team Rocket too, because they're kind of simple. Like,
well, I feel like they're Team Rocket about just being like, they're just thugs. Yeah. They're just guys that are just doing stuff because of the sake of being bad and getting money. And just
they're
being
more
like,
simple, but I like that you can kind of feel out their backstory, like just through the lore of the game. I think it's really cool. The fact that like Guzma and Professor Kukui had like a friendship in the past that went sour. Yeah, I love all that kind of stuff. It just feels like you can see without seeing it directly, like all the events that led to Team Skull. I'm a big fan of them.
I think Team Skull are really cool.
Love Alola, man. Alola's so cool.
See, I thought that Team Skull would be higher up on your list because of that reason.
I just think that there are better teams coming up, basically.
Are. Well, my number 3 is Team Rocket. Very middle of the road. For the same reasons you gave, really. There's, they're a classic team for a reason. Yeah. They're all just a bit meh, except for that one trainer in Mount Moon.
That guy, the Raticate Doom man.
The Raticate Doom man, yeah. I feel like they're more of a horde than other villain teams. I feel like there's just more of them, and they're everywhere, and they all have the same Pokemon, and they all just, they're just aiming to beat you up. But what I liked is that they are very much an organization. They feel more like they are.
It's organized crime at its
max. It is like a mob mentality of they're all listening to Giovanni because he's strong. And I like that about Team Rocket. And in the anime and stuff, they are all like very similar as well.
Yeah, I liked that you had the silly side, but then you could see there's like those serious people in Team Rocket that are like big deal. Like,
and going off I mean, I've got a thing here where I feel like a lot of them are. These teams are good because there's hot people in them. And in this one, I've put that Jesse is hot, James is hot. Ariana is hot.
I was going to say, there's that one. It's Ariana.
And then Proton is hot as well.
I don't remember who Proton is.
He's got blue hair.
Oh, the coughing and wheezing man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Proton is hot. I don't know. I like Team Rocket. I like the fact that they do feel like they're all just in the way. They're just all trying to be like, stop.
We didn't really talk much about like Mewtwo in terms of like Team Rocket. Like, that's kind of like a thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that was.
They don't really talk about it much in the original games, do they? But like, it's definitely a thing. Like, is that Giovanni wanted Mewtwo? Like, it's a fan theory that I think became true.
What's in the movie?
True, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the games, I mean, like, it was like a fan theory, like that he was looking for the Master Ball because he wanted Mewtwo because he was there. He knew about like Mewtwo being created and everything.
Yeah,
like that's the reason why he was in Silph Co, because he was trying to get the Master Ball to try and capture Mewtwo and use him. And like the fact that in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon they have Team Rainbow Rocket, and when you fight Giovanni at the end, he has Mewtwo, which is very cool.
Yeah, I never really got into the Rainbow Rocket thing.
It was meant to be a lot cooler than it was.
Yeah,
and you play when they showed off, it's just a boss rush gauntlet, and it's boring because it's not that.
It's not exciting. A story element. It's literally a fight this guy, fight this guy, fight this guy.
As much as like Pokemon has a cool battle system, when you're doing bosses, it doesn't feel that epic when you're doing back-to-back bosses of just fighting.
No, that sort of ruins the fun for me.
I feel like a real-time combat would feel pretty epic in those sort of moments, because you'd see like Mewtwo come in and you'd have to like real-time react. But like
that's why I liked Sword and Shield. Not Sword and Shield, Arceus gameplay. Because it was different. Yeah, like some of the bosses that you went in, like some of the legendaries that you fight, like Heatran, and I can't remember some of the other ones where it was like a different sort of like environment that we had to move around and avoid. Yeah, Kaylee hated them.
I thought they were great.
Had to do them. Yeah, but whereas
did you ever fight Arceus at the end? Holy crap, that was hard.
Yes.
I don't know how.
Oh no, I
anyone
don't
could
think
do
I
that
got to
without dying.
Arceus because I don't think I beat Volo follow at the end.
Oh, okay. Well, no exaggeration. I must have died 20 times against
It's
Arceus.
I've
It's
seen.
so hard.
Oh, maybe I did fight him. No, I think you fight Arceus and then you fight Volo.
No, it's just
No other way around?
Literally, after you beat the complete the Pokédex, you have to catch every Pokemon, and then
No, it looks like a Dark Souls arena. So
it's pretty rough,
yeah.
man.
So I like that. I wish that I hope that they do more with that in the future like Legends games.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Team Rocket are cool.
Yeah, I think Team Rocket, I mean, there's not much else to say about them. They're just a good middle-of-the-road team.
They do what they do, and they do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your number 3?
My number 3 is a joint Team Magma Aqua. Because unlike you, I do think they're very similar / the same.
See, I just think that they're two different...
They have the
whole
same
aesthetics.
goal, and they're both dumb. But
yeah, but they do, but they're both... I feel like the reason why I picked some of these teams over the other is like aesthetic and
yeah.
like they're... But then again, there's no split in any other game, so I can understand why you would have chose.
Yeah, they were meant to be counterparts of each other because
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
the same basic principle.
Yeah.
They want one wants sea, one wants land,
Yeah.
but they're doing the exact same things together.
One group is sexy pirates.
And
so-
the other one are
Stupid
super
accountants.
nerds.
Yeah, super nerds. Fuck Maxi.
Anyway, the reason why Magma and Aqua are so high on mine is because they actually achieved their goal.
Yeah,
I think that says
I
a
think
lot.
they come the closest to doing.
Yeah, although they're stupid goals, they had a ton of people dedicated to fulfilling that goal, and that has to mean something.
Yeah.
Is what I've said. Not a lot to say about them. They're just kind of stupid, but the fact that they took their plan all the way to the end and like managed to actually achieve their goal before going, wait a minute,
Hold on a jiffy.
there's too much water now, and it's like, this is what you fucking wanted, dude. Like, bro. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Like,
No.
they suddenly got their goal and they were like, wait, this isn't what I
Hang on a
wanted.
minute,
Like,
how can
how
we-
did you expect this to happen?
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Like, you wanted to flood the world, and now it's flooding, and you're like, wait, hold
Wait,
on, I
hang on,
screwed
hold
up.
on.
Yeah.
This isn't what I wanted.
But very cool. Like, a cool idea. It's quite scary when you think about it. Like, imagine.
Well, yeah, I like the fact that they actually get through most of it, like their plan.
Yeah, they get to the point where it's happening, and you put a stop to it because they want you to stop. Like,
yeah.
basically. Like, they achieved their goal. Like, it's happening in front of them. They're like, wait, this isn't what I wanted.
Yeah, it makes me want to play Ruby Sapphire,
Yeah.
the original versions of them more.
I really like them. They're good fun.
Maybe of time of release, that has happened, although I doubt it.
Should we take a quick break?
Let's take a quick break.
And then we'll be back to do number 2 and number 1.
We're going to do a number 2 and a 1 together. You did a wee on the seat.
I'm going to do a 3 right now.
You're going to triple.
What a show we're having, huh, buddy?
I can't believe this.
We're having such a good time. But we are here to talk about Ace Trainers.
Ace Trainers is the best. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Thank you guys for supporting us on Twiller.
Spoiler.
I'm sorry. I can't believe that.
Can I just... One sec. Can we just have a chat? Just
I-
come here. Come over here. I don't want to do this on the camera.
Okay.
Just didn't really appreciate the way you were back there. This is a professional podcast, and we do things professionally around here. Okay?
I'm really sorry. I won't do it again. I'll try to be better.
We're a hard-working podcast, and we do our job properly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have known it was
It's
Twitter.
Twitter!
It is Twitter. I'm sorry.
Sit the fuck down.
Sorry. Just don't.
Woo! Yeah, so anyway, you should follow us online. Where can you find us, Aaron?
On Twitter. At the Ace Trainers.
Ace Trainers! Back to the show. Whoa!
What?
We're back.
We're back.
We did it.
That was incredible.
What a break.
I think that was the best one
I
that we've done.
fived.
You fived? I don't even want to even think about what a 5 is.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Skull. Team Skull.
Okay, you really like Skull.
I like Team Skull
For a guy that
because...
hates on my favourite region.
Well, the region is shit, but
It's not
here's the thing,
fantastic,
right?
but okay, go on.
So Guzma is a daddy. Guzma is hot. There's no he fulfills everything. He's just a sleazy guy. He's just a cool sleazy dude being like,
Mhm.
I've got my cool Pokemon.
Also not a himbo, but yeah.
He's not a himbo, but Archie is a himbo. Guzma is like I don't know. I love his ace Pokemon. Can't remember his name now.
Golisopod.
Yeah, he's really
very
cool. I love the design of that Pokemon.
There's a great, sorry to cut you off, there's a really great bit in the Sun and Moon anime
Yeah.
where he makes it to the Pokemon League at the end and Ash is fighting him. And he uses like a fire type move from one of his Pokemon, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And like Golisopod's like, oh fuck this, I'm getting out of here. Does its emergency exit and then just switches out and brings Scizor in and it just takes the fire move and gets knocked out in one hit and Guzma's like, what the hell? Like, so mad. Like, it was really funny.
They're just dudes being like bandits, which I really like. They steal Pokemon stuff, yeah, but they don't have like I said, didn't have a goal like, I'm going to blow up the moon.
They were like, we're going to take this town. And
Well,
they took a town.
But they're like, taking this town for money, we're
the
going to rob
police
it.
are like, what can we do?
Yeah, we don't have a police system, really.
We got this one old man who has a lot of cats.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like,
he's going to do it. He's going to do it well.
I love Nanu.
Yeah, I just respect the fact that they're just chaotic people trying to support themselves. What I also really liked is that they're all friends. It's not really a job, it's a life choice. Like they have communications where they're like, I think they even like mock a guy because he doesn't have any friends. I think it's Gladion.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, you don't have any mates here. You're a fucking loser, man.
I didn't mention this earlier, but they're almost like family.
Yeah.
Guzma and Plumeria, who's the girl the admin, are like, they call them like their children.
Yeah,
and
they're like sibling sort of relationship.
Yeah,
isn't it?
like they all like look after.
They
each
all
other.
respect Guzma as well, and they see him as like, well, he looks after us, so we'll look after him.
They give him a
sort of
throne.
And they even help you out later on in the game.
Yeah,
Take over the foundation, which is pretty cool. I just really like the team. I think Guzma is the best, and all the women are hot in it as well. All of the grunts, I think, are pretty cute. I don't want to call them egos, but I call them eye ladies.
Okay. No, I like their designs a lot. They're very cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to know my number 2?
No.
Okay. I'm surprised, that we've got this far and neither of my 2 or 1 have made it onto your list yet.
Okay.
I got a feeling it must come. One of these has to be here.
probably.
My number 2 is Team Galactic.
Oh, yeah, they're on my list.
Okay, there you go. Okay. They very nearly accomplished their goal.
Yeah.
They pretty much did, but it was stopped at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like a very scary team.
Mm.
They're very threatening. They literally wanted to reset the world.
Yeah,
Such a huge goal. Like, that's ginormous. Like, they wanted to turn off the world.
I just respect Cyrus so much.
I've got a little bit to say, but not much, and then we can kind of just blend it through to yours. If yours is number 1, then you can just take over whenever you feel like, and we'll just carry on into yours. I just think they're cool. I don't really like their designs very much. Cyrus is cool though. He's only 27 years old, and he looks like he's 40.
Withered old.
He's got those sad baggy eyes.
Yeah.
He's a bit done in, but he has this crazy goal, and he
I just respect
goes through with it.
I just respect that so much.
They blew up a lake. They blew up 3 lakes.
I just love the fact that he is I want to reset the entire Pokemon universe.
Yeah.
And I want to be God. And to do that, I'm going to fucking enslave and use the god of time and space to do that, and then I will be God.
Yeah.
And then he's like, scratch that, get my dark matter worm.
Yeah.
And what I love
Actually, that's not what happened, was it? Giratina came up and just snatched him away to another world.
But what I respect about the fact that even when he loses in the Dimension fucking world, he literally, after you beat him up, he's like, do you know what? I'm not going back.
I'm staying here.
I'm fucking staying here.
Very cool.
What am I going to do?
So sinister. This guy's so dark.
And I just respect it so much. The fact that he's do you know what? The balls on him to be like, do you know what? I lost, but they can't arrest me if I'm in hell, can they? So, do what I want. What am I going to eat? Fucking nothing.
He just goes. He's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Do you know, he's like L from Death Note in looks, and then he's light in attitude, and he's just a bit of a crazy genius who's going to take over the world, and one way or another, he's going to be the master of a world. And
well, I just love the fact as well that some of his grunts don't even know what he's doing.
Oh yeah, it's so bizarre.
Some of them are we don't know, but I respect. But Cyrus is a fucking legend, so we'll do it. So you talk to some of the grunts, and they're like, I don't know what his plan is. Literally, I have no clue.
His ace is a Weavile. Very cool.
That is pretty cool.
I just think he's a really cool guy. He's weirdly very creepy. Like one of the creepiest, probably the most sinister, evil team member.
The fact as well that he goes to beat up Giratina, and his best team when he fights you, so this is the Pokemon he had on him when he was ready to fight Dialga, Palkia, or whatever.
Yeah.
His team is a Houndoom, a Honchkrow, a Crobat, a Gyarados, and a Weavile. Like, and he's there like, yeah, I got this. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Bringing a lot of dark types to take out those ghosts, though. I get it.
Yeah, but he didn't know he's fighting the ghost.
True.
He just had that on him.
He's doing well.
Yeah.
He's got balls, I'll give him that.
Yeah, and
that'd be an interesting thing, right? Could you beat Dialga and Palkia using his team? I bet you
Probably, yeah. I feel like you could.
Yeah.
Especially with Houndoom being a fire dark type.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
He's
pretty...
doing okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's cool.
Yeah, I just think that, I also am a big fan of, like, space.
Okay.
And stuff, so Team Galactic, they're all wearing, like, cool, snazzy spacesuits.
I really don't like that. Their outfits are weird to me.
Yeah, but they're all, like, space outfits. They're all, like, we're going to space. And they're all named after planets and shit. That's cool.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Then
yeah.
you got
Venus,
Mars.
Saturn.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mars is, like, up there. She's one of the hottest ones.
So just another redhead.
Yeah.
You got a type.
Yeah. She's the ancestor of the one that's in Arceus. The other hot one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on the show. But yeah, I just love the fact that... but were they named after planets beforehand, or were they code named?
Definitely given names, yeah. Imagine
Space
the
Hitler Cyrus was like...
Imagine the coincidence that they all have the same goals and similar names. Yeah, no.
I really like Team Galactic. I just respect the fact that he's like, you know what? And you can tell he's like emotionless as well.
Yeah.
Like he's
very
sad,
just.
And he was raised in Sunny Shore City as well. Do you know that? No, you do.
Such a nice place.
It is. That's banging songs in that town. You're going along on the little...
Got the little Munchlax Rock. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good little place.
It is good. And he's depressed.
Electric City.
His dad hates him. And he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to reincarnate the universe and become God.
And he did.
And he gets this close.
He had it all going. And then Giratina showed up and was like, I don't think so.
Nope.
Come with
me. Taking you away.
Literal Satan swallowed him up and took him to hell.
And he's like, you know what? I'll stay. And he's like, what? Giratina's like, what are you doing? He's like, stay.
And then we come along and we're like, catch that demon. And then we just leave him on his own with nothing.
Yeah, I mean, what's he going to eat? Nothing. The floor?
He just dies there, but it's fine. He got what he wanted.
Yeah, well, will he die? I hope he's not dead.
King of the world.
Yeah, in a way. He was the ruler of a place, really.
He did get what he wanted in the end.
He did. And you know what?
It was like a monkey's paw.
Yeah,
he got what he wanted, but it wasn't exactly how he wanted it.
Gosh, I love Cyrus. It's one of the main reasons why I like that game.
Okay.
I think.
My number one.
Go on.
I'm genuinely upset it's not on your list, so we'll have to talk about that later. My number one is Team Plasma.
This is so boring.
Team Plasma is one of the best things.
No, they aren't.
It's the best thing about Black and White, actually. Black and White.
They're just a bit like... The reason why they weren't on my list is I feel like they get completely overshadowed by the fact that N is so much cooler than any of them.
But N's part of their plan. N is N is Team Plasma. N and Team Plasma are synonymous. They are...
I just feel very... overshadowed. I don't know. I just never got down behind Plasma.
Really?
No, I don't know what it was. I hate their lame little outfits.
I genuinely think that their outfits are way better than Galactic's for a start. Okay, first of all, they're like knights, and then after that, they're like pirates. It's so cool. In Black and White 1, they're knights. In Black and White 2, they're pirates.
I'm going to have to look up.
Depending on whether they support N or whether they support Getsis. The ones that support N wear knight clothing.
Getsis dick, am I right? I mean, look at them. They look like they're LARPing. Who's walking around in this?
What, and Team Galactic look better than that? They don't.
Yes, they do.
Look how awesome they look in Black and White too.
They look better in there.
They're like pirates. They're awesome.
But this looks lame.
I think they look exactly like how the Plasma guys look, to be honest.
They are the Plasma guys.
No, the Galactic guys.
I think the Galactic guys look cooler because they're space. These guys are like, do you know what? We're knights. Look at us, knights. Cool. They haven't even got a sword.
Anyway, Plasma are easily, to me, in my opinion, the most thought-out evil team of all.
I feel they're the most, I feel like with Plasma, it's very, very culty, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But they all rally behind a very, very logical reason.
I just can't remember what their whole
The whole
deal
point
is now.
of their, well, I mean, from the surface anyway, is that they're saying we capture and use Pokemon against each other in sport to fight each other.
Okay.
Pokemon shouldn't be treated that way. They're basically like activists, like saying that Pokemon should be treated as equals to us, so therefore we shouldn't be controlling them and commanding them
Right.
to be our pets, or like, you know, looking at like
Right.
basically
Okay.
that we look down on Pokemon, and that the only way for us to all become a unified like whole community is to liberate Pokemon from trainers,
Okay.
so that everybody's on an equal field, essentially.
Right.
Which I was like, do you know what? That's so good that Pokemon are finally addressing that weird little elephant in the room. Like,
yeah. I mean.
they are. Look how shit those
Yeah, but
outfits are.
come
Look
on.
how bad they are.
They're cool.
They're not. What's that little lame G in the middle as well? It's so stupid. Okay, right. The only problem I have with Team Plasma was that they twisted it at the end. So the
Okay.
big twist at the end was that Getsis did want all this to happen because then he'd be the only one with Pokemon left, and he could then take over the world because he's the only one that had Pokemon, which was stupid as fuck. Like, I wish they hadn't done that. I wish they had kept him as this, like,
I feel
guy
like
who thinks he's doing the right thing and he's doing it
Yeah.
all for the wrong reasons. Like, what's his name in Sword and Shield?
Rose.
Yeah. Chairman Rose isn't a bad guy, but he was like a guy who couldn't wait another day to fucking change the world. He's an idiot because he couldn't like Leon was literally like, I will help you with your goals. Like, let's like do this together. But like after the world championship, let me have my battle with like main character tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then we can get straight to your plan. And he's like, I can't wait any longer. I'm going to summon this
I'm gonna have-
fucking crazy ass poison dragon skeleton from
Yeah,
another world with a
Pokemon's
giant hand to
weird.
come down and
Eternatus.
it's so weird and bring about the darkest day now. And it's like, why did you
You know,
have to do that?
Yeah, there's theories that he's not like Eternatus is like an ultra beast.
I could see it, but I mean, they probably would have told us that by now.
Yeah, don't know.
I've also seen that he's like the anti-Arceus or
Yeah, he's
something.
like an alien. Yeah, I suppose so. I would have thought that would be Giratina.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is.
I think Giratina's goated, man.
Giratina.
Giratina's so cool. Yeah, I mean, like, I just never got rid of it. Plasma's like one of the ones lower down on my list. I think it would probably go like Yell, Flare, then Plasma, and then
Okay.
everyone else on top of that.
I just think they're great. I think they have a really good, a great motivation, more so than most. Like,
Yeah.
like all the people. I mean, Gets This was stupid, but the actual people in that team, the main people running the show, were people that wanted Pokemon to be liberated. Like, some of them were bad people. Like, you saw that yourselves. Like, they were kicking a Munna to get like Dream Mist.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's bad people in it, but I feel like the message was like a pure one. It was like,
I think it's probably because I played Black and White. I think
yeah,
not as much as any of these other ones, and I think Platinum and Diamond and Pearl like have a very positive like outlook.
yeah,
Like, for me, I play those games and I'm like I still like those games.
yeah,
I think like you said, I think like Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, they aren't as great
yeah,
on a replay. They feel really long.
yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't enjoy Brilliant Diamond or anything.
No,
I
I
didn't
didn't.
get into them. I can't even remember how far I got.
Yeah.
But I would happily still play Platinum.
Yeah.
I feel like I just need to play like Black and White again. I think I started not that long ago doing
Yeah.
Nuzlocke, and I don't think I got very far. But
No.
I know there was never a moment like with Plasma where I was like, oh, that's really cool.
No, fair. I think that idea was just really cool.
Yeah.
And I think N was a really interesting character. Probably the most interesting
Yeah.
NPC we've ever
Oh,
had.
yeah.
He's like this guy who was raised by Pokemon and then like adopted by Getsis and like told that he was going to become a king and like was like basically groomed from a young age
Yeah,
to be like believing
to
a certain
believe.
way.
Yeah.
And like he was trying to do everything for the right reasons. He's a good guy trying to do the right thing, and he didn't realize he was being played by Getsis all
Well,
this
yeah,
time.
yeah. Because if you're like raised to believe that thing, you're not doing it for a bad reason. You're doing it because you've been told that's a good thing, and
Yeah.
what he's doing is a good thing.
And
isn't
when
it?
he realizes that he's not been doing the right thing, he immediately stops and becomes
Yeah.
the good guy, and then takes his dragon and leaves. And
So, see
it's
you
very
later.
cool. Like, I really like the whole story of Black and White. I think it's incredible. I didn't like it at first.
No.
First time I played Black and White, I couldn't get into it at all.
I like Black and White a lot more now, like I said.
I think they have the best story.
It's really strange that there is no... I guess there is an enemy team. No, neither said Team Star.
I looked at them and they were going to be in my list, but they weren't going to be high. I can tell you that.
No, I can't. I don't really consider them like
Team Skull in my head. They were misfit kids that were.
Yeah, they didn't really seem like a bad.
They're not bad, that really, are they?
No,
they're not.
They didn't really seem like an enemy team, did it? It just
they didn't do anything wrong. Really.
No,
like
didn't feel like an organization trying to.
No,
you know,
that's what I thought. On the big scheme of things, they didn't quite cut it for me.
No,
like I mean, if you want to include the Aether Foundation, I feel like that Macrocosmos also have to be in there from Sword
that was
and Shield.
also on the list.
Was it?
Yeah,
we had a whole different list.
Yeah. I think mine was on like
that.
IGN or something that was like ranking all of the villainous enemy teams.
Again, that's just one dude who's being a douchebag in Macrocosmos, so I just can't.
Yeah.
But no, interesting, man.
Yeah, no. I mean, you know, it goes to show, doesn't it, that our opinions are, you know, who we like as bad people, I suppose.
I guess so, huh?
But no, I enjoy bad guys in most content. So
I like a good bad guy with a good reason and sympathetic.
I feel like it's like a lot of people say, for example, Thanos. He's a good villain because he believes that he is right.
I don't really know enough about him.
Well, the thing is with Thanos is that he's doing the things he's doing for a good reason. In his head, he thinks what he's doing is right. So he sees himself as the hero, which is what I think makes a good villain.
Yeah.
Is that when they see themselves that much as like I'm doing the right thing, I am right, I am doing it. And in theory, Thanos' like whole thing of cutting half of the population of the whole universe down by half would, you know, make things better. Whereas, you know, you could say, well, you just double the amount of everything and then you're also fine. But but that's what I think that makes a good villain.
Do you know who I think is a really good villain?
Go on.
Controversial, but also true.
Okay.
Joel from The Last of Us is a great villain.
I guess again because he's doing the right thing.
He's doing the wrong thing for his right reason.
Yeah. So he's doing in his head, which is the right thing. He's doing the thing where he's like, if I do this, but he's doing it for a selfish reason.
I loved when that show finished, hearing what people thought, because some people hated that ending, and I was like, it's not a good ending.
I've not played The Last of Us 2.
Ugh.
No, but I have recently watched it was a 5-hour retrospective of The Last of Us 2. So I now know all of everything that happens in The Last of Us 2. I know the whole story. It was almost like I have played it. Now, see, why didn't you like it?
Because they just made it a mean-spirited, overly dark, just moody, miserable game that just took all the nice things about the first game and just shit on it. Like, it was the best game I never wish existed. Yeah. Like, basically. It's not a bad game in any way. It's a great game to play. Awful, awful story to experience. I hated the story from start to finish.
Because a lot of people didn't like Abby, did they?
I thought Abby was great.
But, I mean... Because I didn't know what the whole reason why people didn't like Abby was until I watched.
She's a girl with muscles. That's sexy.
It is hot. But we, like I said, listened to this retrospective. Basically, they sort of was like halfway through the game, you switched to Abby, which at the time a lot of people didn't like.
I didn't at first.
But then I feel like what happened to a lot of people is that like nearer the end, you realise, but she's doing, but you're like, but she is a good person. She's doing things for her own reasons as well. And then when you have to, kill a fucking dog and fucking, do everything out. Then when you realise that Ellie is actually being like, but you could look at this both ways and go, they're the villain of each other's stories.
To go on an even more tangent here, like me and my brother literally having this chat the other day about Negan. I said, I bet you if you had started the whole The Walking Dead and it was following Negan, you would be on his team.
Yeah, but you would.
The whole way.
It depends on
you would be on Rick's. Like,
yeah. Like I said, all of these, Negan and Rick, they've both done bad things, but then you look at Negan, you're like, well, he's doing it to protect his flock, as it were.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is what makes a good villain a great villain, is when they believe that they're doing something...
When they're not necessarily being a bad person, they're just doing things for the reasons that have led to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. I love villains when they're multi-layered, and they are. Yeah.
Yeah. Or your
Abby
villains.
wasn't a villain. Joel wasn't a villain, but
Joel,
they were both bad people.
Yeah. I think Joel is a lot worse than the Last of Us show. I feel like he comes across a lot more like. But then again, I feel like because he shoots a lot more people, I feel like that last montage in that last episode, I was like,
I wish they hadn't montaged that. I wish they made that more impactful, because in the game, holy shit, is that impactful.
Yeah.
It's so huge in the game. Like, one of my actual favorite things about... Sorry, we're talking about Last of Us now.
No, that's all right.
This is fine. I'm going to keep this in because it's right here. You guys can all just go now if you want. We'll carry on talking about Last of Us.
We're a Pokemon podcast and a video game podcast, so you know.
When The Last of Us first came out, there was a lot of people being complaining about the fact that you couldn't choose to save the doctors at the end. You had to kill the doctor.
Yeah.
You literally couldn't leave the room without killing everyone in there before you took out
But that was an important series thing.
Well, they were the guys that made the game were like, how dare you think that you are the one making the choices in this game? You're playing Joel's story, not your story through Joel. Joel would kill these people, so you will kill these people because you're Joel. It was really cool. It's because there was, I think it wasn't around that time.
It wasn't like an open world game, like Fallout, where you make all the
exactly.
decisions.
There was a lot of games like Skyrim around that sort of time that were really big because they were your story. Whereas this game is not your story. It's
Joel's story. It's like playing Dead Space, for example, and being like, "Oh, I can't believe that I didn't get to not get eaten by a fucking necromorph." It's like that's not. It's a story based game.
Yeah, here's the story. This is it. You're in his shoes, exactly. So this is what you would do.
This is what Joel is doing now. So, and plus I feel like they would have already have had the second game, at least written bare bones.
Yeah.
So,
well, I don't actually know if they did, but they must have had ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
From the get go. Yeah.
I feel like killing the doctors either way would have been important.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, yeah, so that's why villains are cool. Or you get really crazy villains like Dabby in My Hero Academia.
I haven't experienced a lot of that guy, I don't think, yet.
Or Overhaul.
Which one's that?
Overhaul's the mask.
Oh yeah, he was cool.
He was like, I'm taking everyone's powers away because that's lit.
Mob boss millions away. God, I love that guy so fucking much. Oh.
You should read it then, because there's cool Lemillion stuff.
He is a fucking true hero. Sorry, this is so tangent. We're talking about heroes.
No, but
he lost his powers and he still saved that girl, and he did so good.
And he's still good friends with. He looks after Eri.
Cry my fucking eyes out when I watched that, because I was like, this guy's a fucking hero more than anyone else. He is the hero. Obviously All Might, but as far as heroes go, he's the most heroic.
The ending is ramping up now. It's getting to an end now, I feel, of the arc, in the books. And they're oh no.
I gotta get back on it.
You really, I would suggest reading it, because it's very, very, very cool, and you'll be waiting a million years to get to, million years to get to where it is now in the...
On that bombshell.
On that bombshell.
Thanks, Ben. This was fun.
It was fun. Let's do another one very soon.
Let's do another one right now.
In another 5 minutes, I reckon.
Should we talk about Misty in a bit?
It's always you. You always say that
every week. Every week you're
like,
talk about Misty, and I'm like,
I
had enough of it. All right,
I'm fucking sick of this. Sick of you.
Anyway, thanks so much. You can get at us on Twitter at AceTrainersPod.
You can,
or email us.
AceTrainersPodcast@gmail.com. Or send us a pigeon carrier.
Yeah.
thing.
What were we going to ask about? What did we ask our listeners to do?
I can't remember. Can you?
No.
Well,
you guys have to do the rest of the work.
You have to do that.
Something about evil teams. Who's your favourite evil team?
Oh, yeah. Who's your favourite evil team? Oh, is the Aether Foundation a...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Would you consider them an evil team? Because I would, and I have. We're going to talk about this off air in a minute. I'll smash a glass over his head.
Catch you later.
Bye!
Thank you for listening to Ace Trainers.
It's been wonderful having you. Thank you so much.
If you'd like to find us online, we're on Twitter at AceTrainersPod, or you can email us at acetrainerspodcast@gmail.com.
Thank you for listening. You are the best, and you're not a smelly super nerd.
Disgusting, horrible Kenny Chijoji super nerd.
Thanks for watching!